Hello, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're here with Robin Shimizu and friends because this is Thursday. And on Thursdays, we like to kick it off talking about your health. Robin's not going to be with us today. She is traveling, but we want you to keep her in your prayers. And also, we want to give a shout out to her and wish her well in her travels and in all her endeavors. And we are holding down the fort for you today, Robin. So, Robin, we know you always have these great guests, and one of them today is Dr. Tamika Jackson. She is in the house, guys, and she's going to be teaching us how to have more self compassion. Now, I like to break things down because, we don't like convoluted crap over here on Biz Chicks. What I say is, she's going to teach us how to be nicer to ourselves.
There you go.
Okay. She's going to take us through some opportunities to be better. Dr. Jackson, we just want to say, hey, how you doing today?
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, a little of your background, so people know where you're
Sure.
coming from with this?
Absolutely. So I am based in Sacramento, California. I am a licensed psychologist with a private practice. And I also work part time for Folsom Lake College as a psychologist. Outside of my professional roles, I am a mom of a spirited 9-year old. I am happily married for 10 years. And as far as what I love to do personally, I love spending time in nature, especially by the
Mm,
ocean. I love listening to music, especially India Ari. And I love having
I love
quality
her.
time. Yes. I love having quality time with my family and friends. And the last thing I'll just plug for a moment is about a year ago, founded a wellness based program called Core Love, which stands for
Hmm.
Cultivating Our Real Essence. And this is a program that is developing programs and groups for Black women in celebration of radical self love and authentic living.
Oh, great. Well, we've got Anna in the audience. Anna says, I'm not a black woman, but can I participate in this? I'm sure that's what's
so,
going through her mind.
so,
She
so
says,
yes,
greetings, Dr. Jackson. Yes.
greetings,
But
Anna.
yes.
While I do some program that is specifically for the Black community, I
Hmm.
also do programming that is open to all people. So if you would like to sign up for my mailing list on my website, I'd be more than happy to keep you posted of different opportunities, groups, and programs that may be offered that you might be
Okay, so
interested in.
I just put a banner up. Is that your website, Dr.
That's
Jackson?
it. You got it.
Okay, okay, great, fantastic. So we are going to be talking today with Dr. Jackson about how to love ourselves better. And I think that this is something that goes across all spectrums. People are
Absolutely.
people, and we all need to love ourselves more.
Yes.
Okay, so with that,
Yes.
we are going to get this party started. Dr. Jackson, this is not your first time on our program, and I just want to say
Nope.
that I always gain something from the value that you bring when you
Mm.
come into this space. And so before we even get started, I just want to say I thank you for all
Oh,
that you bring. And I want to thank Robin again for seeking you out and having you be a part of the Biz Chicks. So with that, let's get started.
all right. And I want to just put a quick plug in myself to say happy birthday
Oh,
to Terry. Let's just
it's your
give
birthday.
send a whole bunch of birthday love to you on this day. And thank you for
Oh, that
having me.
is so kind. Thank you so much. And
Absolutely.
Anna says, "Hello, gotta make it Facebook friendly. Good." And here's something else. She says, drtamikajackson.com.
You
Okay,
got
great.
it.
So she's sending
All
you
right.
greetings your way. Hmm.
Thank you so much, Anna. Glad to have you here with us today. So, I wanted to take some time to lead us in a meditation. You know, one of the
Hmm.
things that I'm clear about is that as things have begun to open back up and we're returning to some semblance of normalcy, and I don't know what normal, if normal will ever be, but we're finding ourselves busy again. And
Mhm.
oftentimes the busyness causes us to disconnect from ourselves, disconnect from knowing how we're really doing. Often people ask you, how are you? And we give fine, but what does that really mean? What's really going on inside of you? And sometimes we don't have the time to stop, or we don't make the time to stop and check in with ourselves. Sometimes we're afraid to actually know what's there, right? Sometimes it feels like it's just too overwhelming. I just don't even want to deal with it. But the only way to be able to move through life is to be able to take moments to slow down, to connect to yourself, to be able to give yourself the love, the compassion that you need to keep going, to be able to make it through, challenging times. And so I wanted to lead us through an activity that's going to do just that. It's going to slow us down, connect to the deeper part of ourselves, and then there's an invitation to offer yourself love and compassion. And my hope is that on the other side of it, you'll feel an increased sense of clarity and connection with your spirit, and possibly a little bit lighter. Okay. So, what I want you to do before we get started is I want you, if you have a sheet of paper or maybe even use your phone to jot down a note, I want you to think about who are three people that I that are sources of comfort for me, right? And these may be people that are still living, these may be people that have passed away, these might even be people that you don't know, but it's just something about this person's wisdom or their spirit that really brings you a sense of comfort. So I want you to write down three people that you draw comfort from. And once you've gotten those folks down, I want you to write down three sources of strength. So when you're going through a difficult time, what are three sources of strength that you lean on? Right? So to give you an example, a source of strength might be my faith, right? Maybe during times of struggle, my faith, maybe reading something from a religious text or spiritual text, or maybe prayer and meditation is something that's helpful for me. Maybe a source of strength is a particular place that you go, right? I mentioned at the beginning that I love to be near the water, and I do draw a lot of strength and comfort when I'm near the water. Right? So I just want you to think about what are three sources of strength that I have in my life and three people that bring me a sense of comfort. And so once you have that, just jot it down and just place it to the side. And at some point in the meditation, I will refer to these two reference points. Okay, and if you couldn't think of three and couldn't think of anything, that's fine. Something may come to you during the meditation. I don't want this to feel like pressure at all. All right, so I want to invite you to close your eyes, get comfortable, put your feet flat on the floor. And if closing your eyes doesn't feel comfortable, you can simply just sort of lower your eye gaze. And let's just take three deep cleansing breaths here, just breathing in deeply through your nose, holding, and then letting go through your mouth. And again. One last deep cleansing breath. With your eyes still closed, allowing your breath to return to a rhythm that feels comfortable for you. And just take a moment to just notice your breath. Notice the rhythm of your breath on the inhale and the exhale. And even though we breathing all the time, we don't always take the time to notice it. So just be with your breath, allowing it to help you to relax, allowing it to help you to slow down and to bring your full attention to this moment. As you're breathing, you may notice any places in your body where you might be holding some tension. And as you breathe, just inviting those places to just relax and soften, softening your jaw, softening your shoulders. A lot of times we hold tension in our shoulders. Softening your hips. And just welcoming yourself home to the present moment. I want you to bring to your heart, bring to your mind a challenge that you might be having right now. Maybe there's something you're struggling with within your family, in a relationship. Perhaps there's something difficult going on at work. Or maybe it's just an inner struggle. Maybe you're in conflict with yourself. Maybe there's something that has you worried or confused. Whatever challenge it may be, just bring it to mind. And I want you to take a moment to recognize what is happening in my body as I think about this challenge. Notice any sensations that you may be experiencing in connection to this challenge. Sometimes you might feel a tightness somewhere in your body, or maybe you're noticing that you've been having a headache or tightness somewhere in your body. Just notice. And then I want you to recognize any feelings that are connected to this challenge. How am I feeling about this place of struggle in my life? And there may be many different feelings that are present. Just allowing those feelings to emerge. And if you feel your mind starting to wander, just bring your attention lovingly back to your breath. And I want you to recognize any thoughts that you're having in connection with this challenge. And it's important during this practice to not judge any of the feelings, the thoughts, the sensations. This is just about noticing. This is paying attention to what's happening on the inside of me. It's an opportunity to lean in and simply increase your awareness of how you're really doing, especially around this area of struggle. And then we move to the next segment, which is to allow all of the feelings and the thoughts and the sensations to just be here. Right? I mentioned at the beginning that sometimes we push feelings away, or we push the thoughts away because it's just too much to bear, or I just don't have the time, or I don't want to become overwhelmed. So in this moment, we're simply allowing all of these feelings, all of these thoughts, all of these sensations to just be here. We're not judging, we're not pushing it away. We're really accepting this is what's here at this time in my life. It might be helpful sometimes to even open up the palms of your hands to just create a space of openness and acceptance for this is what's here, even if it's hard, even if it's painful, this is what's here. And then we move to the next segment of this meditation, which is to investigate. And this is where you're really leaning in to gain understanding. What what does it mean that these feelings are showing up? What does it mean that I'm having certain thoughts? What is this connected to? Is this reminding me of something that I've struggled with in the past? Is there an underlying fear that might be connected to this struggle? Whatever feelings or sensations are coming up, asking yourself, what are you here to show me? What parts of me do I need to be paying more attention to? Really leaning in from a place of curiosity, from a place of care, to really understand. Sometimes we know the feeling, but we don't always take the time to understand what is this connected to. And just asking your spirit, what does it need? What does it need from you in light of this struggle or this challenge? And let's just open up some space to just listen. There's so much wisdom within you. That if we just take the time to listen, we can gain some powerful insights on what next step we may need to take, or what it is that our spirit needs in this moment of challenge. Taking a moment to really open your heart and simply listen. Maybe there's something your spirit's been trying to tell you, but you've just been so distracted, or you've been avoiding. You haven't had a chance to really listen. Now that you've made space to sit with the challenge and notice the feelings and the thoughts and the sensations that are connected, you've allowed the space for them to be here. You've begun to put some of the pieces together to understand what this is connected to. We want to move into the final portion, which is to nurture ourselves. Nurturing ourselves with love and self-compassion. And so we begin by just taking your hand and placing it over your heart. This simple gesture is a way of letting your spirit know, I'm here with you. There's something so tender about this particular touch. Just allow yourself to feel the loving energy, within and around you. This touch is a recognition that I see what you're struggling with. I see what you're challenged by, and I'm here for you. I'm with you. It's taking a moment to appreciate the time that you're taking to connect and to offer love and compassion to yourself. And I want you to dip down into the most compassionate, loving part of yourself and ask that part of yourself, what does it want you to remember? What does it want you to know during this time? Whatever words of comfort that you may have, I want you to take a moment and just silently offer that to yourself. It might sound like, I love you and I know that you're going to get through this. I know this and I'm not going to leave your side. I'm here to help you. You've gotten through tough times before and I believe in you. Whatever it is that your spirit wants to offer in the form of comfort, just allow that to emerge. There's something really sweet and sacred when the comfort is coming from within. I want you to bring to mind one of those people that we wrote down in the beginning, one of the people that you draw comfort from. And imagine one, two, or all three of them standing with you right now. Look upon the face of whoever is showing up in this moment, appreciating the comfort, the warmth that they bring to you, allowing your spirit to be nurtured by their loving spirit. Then I want you to take a moment to remember those sources of strength that you have, that are unique to you. Remind yourself that even though I may be facing a difficult time, I have sources of strength that help to comfort me, that help to strengthen me, that help to guide me. So bring to your heart the memory of those sources of strength and allow yourself to feel a sense of gratitude. Continuing to breathe, staying with your breath. I want you to take both arms now and just wrap them around yourself, just giving yourself a warm embrace. It might feel good to stroke your arm up and down, stroke your hand up and down your arm, or sway a little bit. And just feeling that warm, loving energy. And coming back to a still position, I want you to silently affirm with me, may I remember that I am worthy of love and tenderness. May I remember that I am worthy of love and tenderness. May I remember the people in my life who bring me comfort. May I remember my sources of strength. May I remember the importance of slowing down to connect within. May I remember to breathe. May I remember that love lives within me. Taking a moment to lower your hands into your lap. Once again, bringing your attention to your breath, noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. Beginning to invite movement back into your body, maybe wiggling your fingers or your toes. Allowing yourself to feel a sense of gratitude for this sacred pause to deepen your connection, deepen your compassion. And whenever you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. Hmm. And so that is a practice that you can turn to at any time. It can be something that you really take your time with, or something that you move through a little quicker, depending on what time is available to you. The name of the practice, I should have said in the beginning, is called RAIN. RAIN stands for recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. And this is a meditation that's been adapted by Tara Brach, who is a mindfulness teacher. So I hope that this was an opportunity for you to, as I said, just deepen your awareness, deepen your connection to yourself, and embody a greater sense of self compassion.
Right. Okay. Dr. Jackson, I want to thank you so much for helping us to take a moment to just have more compassion towards ourselves, to spend some time reconnecting with ourselves. And I want everybody to know that they can sign up for your not email, but for your
Mailing list, yes,
mailing. Thank you, Gus.
yes.
My name's
You're
for your
you're in
mailing.
that Zen space right now. It's all good.
For your email over there on your website at drtamikajackson.com. Also, we look forward to you becoming a part of the Biz Chicks Circle. And for those of you who are not familiar with that, you can simply text Biz to 33777 and become a part of the Biz Chicks Circle. We sincerely hope that you'll take the opportunity to do so, and we'd love to welcome you to our community. In addition to that, I want to give a shout out to Robin again, Robin Shimizu and friends, because today has been Happy Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu. And we look forward to hearing more from you, Dr. Jackson. And we hope that you'll connect with Dr. Jackson through her website. In addition to that, tomorrow we'll be talking tech in English. Don't be scared, so that you can find tips and tools to do business better. With that, we hope that you will remember to go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, and thank you again, Doctor. Bye
You're
bye,
welcome.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.